2 officers are injured and 1 man is dead after shots were fired in New Bern last night. It is a story we've been following all day on air and online. 9 on your sides. Josh Birch joins us live from the Vidant Medical Center where the officers were taken. Josh, what can you tell us?
That's right, Maria. Both officers were taken here by ambulance to be treated for gunshot wounds. Now, it's important to note that there is still a lot that we don't know. But what we do know is that one of the officers has been released from the hospital, one of the officers remains in the hospital, and the suspect in the shooting is now dead. Now, New Bern Police Chief Summers says at approximately 11:45 last night, Officer Alexander Thalman stopped a suspect near Craven Terrace and called Officer Justin Wester for backup. The suspect bolted and police then pursued. During the chase, shots were fired between the suspect and officers. Now, both of the officers were shot and the suspect was killed. Officers Wester and Thalman were taken to Vidant Medical Center for treatment. Officer Wester was treated and released, while Officer Thalman remains in the hospital, but we do not know his condition as of now. Chief Summers read a statement by District Attorney Scott Thomas, who says the investigation is ongoing.
At the conclusion of the investigation, I, Mr. Thomas, will review the findings and make a final determination as to whether the shooting was justified. All indications are that the shooting was justified.
Now, I asked Chief Summers if there was any danger to the community in the wake of the shooting.
I have no reason to believe that there's a threat or there was any reason to believe there was anyone else involved in this.
Now, the city is paying for the families of the wounded officers to stay in Greenville. And of course, you can always count on 9 on your side to bring you the very latest information as it becomes available. For now, live in Greenville, Josh Birch, 9 on your side.
Thank you, Josh, for that live report. And continuing our team coverage tonight, we're learning more about the suspect who was killed by police. Our Erica Anderson spent the day talking to the suspect's family and friends. She reports tonight from the New Bern Police Department.
Officers here in New Bern are still trying to piece together a late-night shooting that left 2 of their own wounded and 1 man dead. The friends of that man say his name is Bryant, but his family calls him Flute. While police have not confirmed his name, the people who know him say they're devastated.
Quandre Bryant can't believe his cousin, who goes by the nickname of Flute, is dead.
Me seeing my cousin on the ground, it kind of messed me up.
On Friday night, New Bern Police tried to stop Flute to question him near Craven Terrace. Police say that's when Flute ran and officers chased him. Police say during the chase, shots were fired, killing Flute. Police say Officer Alexander Thalman and Justin Wester were shot. The shooting prompted the New Bern alderman to call an emergency meeting to discuss the situation. Mayor Dana Outlaw says the city's thoughts and prayers are with everyone involved.
I'm deeply sorry for all affected. With everything having to do with that, a couple of New Bern's finest were injured. I want the public to know that our heartfelt condolences are out to all involved in this.
While the city of New Bern is pulling for its officers, the family of the man accused of shooting them is mourning his loss. Flute's family and friends say Flute wasn't the type of guy to pull a gun on police.
The stuff that people saying, it shocked me, and I'm his cousin, because I know in the back of my head, Flute, I always thought Flute would never do something like that. I don't know what escalated to why he pulled a gun out.
Bryant says what makes this whole situation even harder to believe, he had just hung out with Flute right before the shooting.
When I actually seen him, it kind of messed me up. I'm like, I was just with him. He just told me he was going home.
Family and friends say even though Flute is accused of shooting 2 police officers, he wasn't a bad guy.
No matter how bad they make it seem or how bad they try to make him out to be as a person, he wasn't a bad person.
Friends and family stopped by Flute's father's house to comfort each other. I tried to talk to his dad, but he said he didn't want to talk about it and asked me to leave. In New Bern, Erica Anderson, 9 on your side.
And we did just receive a breaking news confirmation that 35-year-old Brian Stallings is the suspect in this case, and the SBI is handling the incident and working with New Bern Police to follow leads and the rest of this case, and it will take about 2 weeks for agents to determine if officer fire was justified. Yet We're told initial indication is that officers did handle the situation appropriately. Stay with 9 on your side on air and online. That's WNCT.com for the very latest on this ongoing investigation.